Now, we talked a little bit about measuring success of L&D programs. Can you talk a little about data and data analytics and how you've seen that incorporated and played out in L&D?
I would say that I would like to use it more. We've used it some, not as much as we probably should. So, and there's a couple of reasons for that, but I'll give a kind of a success story and then talk about the challenges to it. But in our sales onboarding program, very in-depth program, and we had some initial data saying, hey, it looks like if somebody goes through this sales onboarding program, their time to close their first sale is X number of days or weeks shorter. And that the data seemed to back that up, and we wanted to improve upon that. So we did some very deep dive analytics on the challenges that they had and where in the sales process they could improve. And it came up with some interesting data that allowed us to tweak the program to really drive those areas where they were struggling. So future groups brought that time to first close down significantly. So I mean, there's some great success stories, and I'm sure there's plenty others we could talk about, but do we use it extensively? No. I wish we used it more. I think the challenge that any organization have is getting a person that really understands that on board. L&D is typically not hiring a data analytics person into an education org. Doesn't happen often. So I think that's probably the biggest challenge, is getting a person or a team on board in education that can help you drive that. Because it's not something you can do part-time. That's a full-time gig.
Do you foresee that as one of the skills that L&D professionals should be working on?
I would say not across the board. I think L&D professionals need to understand it at a high level, but the deep dive, putting together the data, putting together the dashboards, you need a data analytics person. And then they can help you. Here's what I'm trying to understand. They can help you get to that point. But that's a whole, domain in itself that I don't think, an L&D person will be able to put the time and effort in to really get to that point.